Good morning, good afternoon and good evening whenever you're watching this video. It's actually the morning for me. It's my day off work and I'm up before 12. I hope everyone is safe and well, and in today's video I'm doing a little Q&A, questions about me. I put out on my Instagram and YouTube, Twitter and all that questions that anyone wants to know about me. So I've had quite a few and I'm going to answer them as best I can in this video. Before we get on with this video, remember to subscribe down below, whatever side it is. Subscribe to become part of the fam and keep up with all the antics that's going on this channel. Oh, almost dropped my phone. Okay, first question is, I know you're from Scotland, but where are you actually from in Scotland? Yes, I am from Scotland. People normally mix that up with other places, but yes, Scotland. My main city is Glasgow and I live just outside, just like a little town. I'm not going to say exactly where in case stalkers. No, I'm joking, but yeah, my main city is Glasgow. How old are you? You never ask a lady their age. I am 23. A lot of people mistake me for much younger, and some people still think I'm 16, which I'll take. Did you go to uni/college, and if so, which one? I did go to uni. I went to the University of Stirling, in Stirling, funnily enough, and I studied a Bachelor of Arts honours degree in Sports Studies. So I graduated from that in 2018. So yes, I'm a BA in Sports Studies, I suppose, if that's what you can call it. So yeah. What, now this one's interesting. What is your family tree? I love stuff about family tree and all sorts. I'd love to know like all my ancestors and like all my family history, keeping it close. I've got my gran and granda. Oh, my throat. I've got my gran and granda, I've got my mum and dad, and I also have a sister. So it's just the four of us. Yeah, that's my kind of family tree. How did you get Telly? Now Telly is my dog and my best friend and just my everything. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting story because for 21 years I was terrified of dogs, like properly. It was my biggest fear. I couldn't really go outside without being like, is there a dog around? Like they really scared me, not because I was like, oh, what, are they going to bite me or anything? I don't know why. Yeah, I was just scared of dogs. And then there came a time where, I don't know, I just had this inclination to go up to dogs. I don't know why. And when I started to think, oh, I think I'm ready to overcome this fear because I love animals, and people would normally say to me, oh, you hate dogs. And I'm like, I don't hate dogs. I love dogs. I wish I could go and cuddle them, but I don't know why I'm scared to. So that would always really frustrate me. People would be like, you hate dogs. I've always loved animals. So at this point I was like, right, I'm ready to take this on, and I started to go into like pet shops, so like Pets at Home and stuff, and like come face to face with dogs and like pat them. I would go like outside of supermarkets where people would bring their dog and they would like tie them up outside, and I would go and pat random dogs, and eventually I just overcame my fear all by myself. I said to mum and dad, I was like, can we get a dog? Is that a possibility? Can we get a dog? Can we be a friend? You know, a friend for my mum, come on, a friend. They said yes. Eventually, it took me a very long time, and yeah, I'm so grateful for that because Telly's now my best friend. And we initially went to go, this is going to be a really long story, but we initially went to go and get a rescue dog. So we went to Dogs Trust and we were looking into all that, and the people there said to us, if it's your first dog, like honestly I would maybe go for a puppy, just, you know, just to kind of see how that goes, because it is your first dog, which I totally see where they're coming from now. So we went and we found like a golden retriever breeder, and they were in Edinburgh, another place in Scotland. We inquired about her puppies and she said that all, I think there was 10 of them or something, they'd all been reserved in that kind of term. It's basically they'd all been bought. We were kind of going between golden retriever and a Labrador, so like we weren't like too, like, you know, that sounds terrible, like too bothered, but we're like, oh, okay, like it'd be nice for a golden retriever, but we also have these Labradors lined up that they've just had puppies, so we'll go and have a look at them. But the women said we're gonna be kept on the waiting list. We were like number one on the waiting list, and then a couple of days before we went to go and see the Labradors, and the woman emailed us and was like, you'll never guess what's happened, like someone's pulled out, they don't want the dog anymore, so it's yours if you still want it. And I was like, yes, like golden retriever's like my dream dog. I really like this, and I feel like it's like fate. It was just so strange. And when we went to go and like our first visit, we went to go and see on our first visit, it was like so magical. It's like the most dogs I've ever been around. I sat down on the couch and was like, right, sit down, and the puppies come in, and like puppies being puppies, they love like nibbling at your shoes and your laces and stuff, so all of them were doing that, but one came right up the side of me on the seat that I was sitting on and just like put their paws up and was like up at me, and I was like, oh. And the woman had sent us pictures of Telly before we got there, and I just looked down, I looked into this little dog's eyes, and I just could tell it was Telly. I'd been looking at this picture for weeks because I was like, this is going to be my dog, and I looked down and it was Telly, and I knew it was. And she was the only one that wasn't like just nibbling at my feet, she was basically like jumping into my lap. It was the most strangest thing ever, and I just looked at her and I said, Mum, that's her, this is my dog. And I just grabbed her and cuddled her, and it was like one of the best days of my life. Then a couple of weeks later we went for another visit, and then a couple of weeks later we finally got to pick her up, and yeah, she's brought me joy ever since. That was my very long story of getting my dog. How long have you been playing guitar? Well, that starts a wee bit back from a different instrument. I'm just babbling now. Basically in 2014, I remember I was coming up for my final exams in my last year of school, and for some reason I just became very musically inclined. My cousin started playing the ukulele, and I went over to see her, and I saw her playing it, and she gave me a go, and I was like, wow, this is awesome. So then the weeks coming up to my last exams, I was like, I'm gonna get a ukulele. So I literally spent every hour of my day, if I wasn't studying, playing the ukulele, and I just became obsessed, and I naturally became kind of good at it. I could pick it up quite well, and it's such an easy like thing to pick up, you know, you don't need to plug it in or anything, you can just pick it up. I just loved it. It was just so much fun, and from there, because I kind of got used to kind of like the way you would play an instrument like that, a stringed instrument like that, I thought I really want to learn guitar. Like, it's something I've always wanted to learn to do. My dad's played guitar like for years, so I was like, I want to do this. So yeah, I started playing on his guitar and picked it up pretty quickly as well. 2016, I don't know. Yeah, probably around then. Quickly after that, I was like, I need my own guitar. So it was my birthday coming up, and Mum and Dad bought me a guitar, and I've never looked back. Now look at me. I'm still an average amateur. Moving on. Who is your role model? Oh, this one's such a hard one. I've not actually really thought about this. I might have a few. Might have a few. Okay. I'm gonna have a few, so this might be cheating, but I'm gonna have a few. One of my role models, for many different reasons actually, is Jade Thirlwall from Little Mix. If anyone knows me and loves Little Mix, obsessed, literally obsessed. I love their music and stuff, but them as the four people that they are, just wonderful people. But Jade, she's inspired me in a lot of different ways. One for being that she has just stuck in it, trying to become the pop star that she is now, and be successful in the music industry. She auditioned for X Factor 4 times, and that's always stuck in my mind, you know, when things aren't going well for me in like the music industry, or if I'm thinking, no, I'm never going to make it, like I'm never going to be anything in the music industry. I think, no, Jade Thirlwall tried 4 times and look at her now. And so that does inspire me, and she is a major role model for me. Also, a lot of the things she's overcome is very relatable to myself. So yeah, she's a major role model for me. Other role models, one is definitely my sister. Yeah, me and my sister are best friends, and she's just, I don't know, my whole life I've just had her on this pedestal. That's her there. Because she's just an amazing person. Just awesome. And I've always just wanted to be her. And I know obviously you can't be anyone but yourself. That's a good positive mantra. But I don't know, my whole life I've strived to be her, because I just see us perfect, and she's bossing life right now for her own life. She's just awesome. So she's a major role model for me. It's gonna sound weird. Freddie Mercury, because I am a creative, so what you can call it. I'm a major performer through my dancing and my singing, and Freddie Mercury, yep, he's definitely up there as a role model. You know, don't let anything get in your way. And also, I'm quite an out there person in a sense of like what I'll wear and stuff. Like, I don't know, I'm quite a weirdo. That's how I'd call myself, a weirdo. And that's how other people have described me. Also, yeah, I'm a weirdo, and he was a self-professed weirdo, and he just lived it. So he's a massive role model for me, and you know, fashion and music and performing. So I'll go with that. I think that's my role models. There's probably more, but yeah. If you could do a musical collab with anyone, who would it be? Now this is so difficult because I've got so many different musical and people and artists and bands and everything that I love. But I would love to do a musical collab with Bon Iver, or however you say it. Bon Iver, however you're persuading. His work is just unreal. Like, I love basically anything he produces, and I would love to make music like his music, but also I would love to do a collaboration with him. Unreal. Also, I am obsessed with Len and Stella. Her sound, her vibe, her music, everything is just incredible, and I would love to do a music collab with her. So Lennon, if you're watching, hit me up. This is one from, like, I'm gonna do like one from who's no longer here. I would have loved to have done a collab with Simon and Garfunkel. I've literally just grown up on their sound, and you know, their music has been in my house forever, and I just love their style. I love what they brought to the music industry, their lyrics, everything. It's just a masterpiece. So that's my musical collab person from the past. I'm nervous today, I'm sorry, I'm just babbling. Favourite Disney memory? Now that's a hard one. These are all hard questions for me. I've got so many answers to them all. I don't know, I've got so many. What's one that I can think of right now? Well, the first time I met Rapunzel, that was a very good memory. This was just a very special moment. Yeah, and if you've seen in other videos, I cried when I met her. So yeah, it's a very special memory. First time I went on a flight of passage in Animal Kingdom, that was, wow, a really good memory. Yeah, just because it was very uncertain, nobody knew what it was going to be like, but it was like, I was literally just taking off in a banshee from Avatar. So that was a really, really good memory. I remember the first time a few years ago, me and my sister went to Disneyland Paris, and we did like their version of Cinderella's Royal Table. So it was a berge, and that was magical. It really was. We got to meet so many princesses, and just me and her, we were just like going out of our minds. We couldn't even eat our dinner because we were like, oh, what's going on? Yeah, that was a really good Disney memory. There's probably loads more that I can't think of right now. But moving on, what's your favourite Disney park? Now this is, oh, see, I can't really compare Disneyland Paris and Disney World in Florida because they're so different. They're just very, very different parks. I love them both in their own right, and I love every single Disney park for many different reasons, but I think my favourite is Epcot, because it's got probably my favourite ride there, Test Track, which is unreal. And also I love travelling, and I love like the world and finding out about different countries and stuff, and it's got the World Pavilion with all the different countries in it, so I just love going there. And yeah, it's just really different from the other Disney parks. It's got a different kind of vibe. It's got a kind of chilled, cool vibe, which I really like. So that's really cool. Although I do say I just love every single Disney park, but I think Epcot might just open. Next one. Oh, do you like my new phone cover. Slide it. Oh, I can't slide it. Boop. Yeah. I got this the other day. I was buzzing on it. Protects your camera. How long have you been taking anxiety meds and do they work? Okay, so this is probably from coming from one of my latest videos, my social anxiety video. So I have been taking medication for anxiety since, I think, 2017. Yep, that's it. So 3 years, about 3 years. And for me, and this is really important, there are loads of different medications for obviously different things like anxiety, like mental illnesses and stuff, loads of different ones, and basically all of the different ones can work for different people, if that makes any sense. So one that could work for me might not work for someone else that suffers from the same kind of anxiety, just because, I don't know, the way that your brain works, and I don't really have an answer for that, but some work for some people and some like work better for someone else. So the ones that I've been taking have definitely worked. Definitely worked. So if anyone is thinking of kind of going down that route to help them with their anxiety, I would definitely go and look into it, but just be prepared to maybe go through 2, 3, 4 different ones until you find one that's right for you. I was lucky that the one that I was put on first is the one that I'm still on now. You know, like went up in dosage like so many times, but that's fine. Again, it's just getting the right kind of balance for you. But it's definitely helped me with just all the physical symptoms. I don't get like as bad chest pains anymore. I used to get like terrible chest pains that when I would breathe in, it like my heart would just like stop. I just couldn't go about my day, and it would feel like people say that it's like having a heart attack, and obviously I don't know what that feels like, but it's as if you've got like really bad heart problems. That's kind of what it feels like sometimes. So that has definitely calmed down, like 100% calmed down. And also I would also get really bad like stomach cramps. It's as if someone was like, you know, just squeezing all of like my intestines. Again, I don't know what that actually feels like, but I can imagine that that's how to describe it. Yeah, just a really horrible feeling like all the time, not even when I was like feeling like I was anxious. So that is cleared up. So if anyone is thinking about it, definitely I would definitely recommend at least trying something, because that has worked for me. What is your favourite item of clothing? Now that is really hard, because I do love clothes, but I think probably my favourite kind of thing, like a piece of clothing to wear, I think you call it clothing, I would call it clothing, is shoes. I love shoes. I think I've lost count now, but I think the last time I counted I have 44 pairs of shoes. I know it's kind of an obsession. Every shoe like goes with a different outfit. So I love shoes. I just love all my shoes. But there is a couple of standout. I recently got this new pair of Converse, which is pretty cool. It's kind of got like a kind of bowlery vibe. I've not worn them yet. I got them actually a while ago, but I've not worn them because I'm scared to ruin them. But I might wait till the summer. It's less muddy. I mean, in Scotland, what are the chances we're going to get a good summer? But yeah, they're really cool. I really like them. And another recent pair is I got these new pair of Docs, but they're like kind of like a worker boot. They're not like the kind of Docs you get, the regular ones. They're like canvasy or whatever you would call them. I don't know. And they've got like this cool little strap around the top, which really goes with like the whole utility vibe that's going on right now. We're all cutting about looking like we're, you know, going down the mines or something, and I love it. I'm living for this. I'm in the utility vibe. I love it. I just wish I suited it more. No, but yeah, so probably these kind of, amongst other shoes, I just love it. I'll maybe show you my shoe collection one day, because I could spend a whole day talking about shoes. Favourite song right now? Now my favourite song just like changes like every single day. I have quite a wide variety of music genres, is that what you'd say? I like a lot of different music and different genres and different artists. Yeah, I love finding new music and stuff like that. But right now my favourite song of today is, I'm just going to get it for you, Lennon Stella. I haven't mentioned it, like Lennon Stella. Her new album has just come out and it is unreal. I genuinely love every single song on it, but I think the one that is pure, I'm just kind of, I listen to the most right now is this one. Think I figured you out. You like games, games, games. I'm probably gonna get copyrighted, so that's all I can show. But Games by Lennon Stella, that is probably my favourite song of today. Amazing, go and check out the album, it's really good. Can you do a room tour? I've had a lot of people saying that they like the look of my room, which is really awesome. My room is a constant work in progress. I just basically call it my canvas. It's never finished. I just constantly find bits and pieces I like to put in it and put on my walls. I'll change them every now and then. It's never going to be finished, and that's what I love. It's basically just my own work of art that I'm picking away at all the time. You have seen bits and pieces of my room, the bits that I want to show you, but I will do a room tour. If you really want a room tour, I'll do one, but I need to tidy. My room's really messy all the time, so I'll clean it up. If you really want a room tour, like this video and comment that you want a room tour, and I'll do one. I love this question. What do you want to be when you grow up? I love this question. It just totally like embodies me, because although I'm 23, I haven't actually grown up. There's no reason why we should grow up. You know, see, when I was younger, I had a lot of different things I wanted to be. When I was really young, I wanted to be an astronaut. I was like, yeah, I want to be an astronaut. I want to go into space because I love space and stuff like that. Then changed to I wanted to be a graphic designer. I then wanted to be a singer and performer. I then wanted to be a firewoman, fire brigade person. Then it moved on to an architect. Then my dream job, then when I hit a certain age, I was like, as an athlete, I'd love to be an athlete, but I was one of those people that they called me an all-rounder at school, from like the PE teachers and stuff. Basically, I was good at a lot of different sports, which is awesome, but because I loved a lot of different sports, I didn't just focus on one, if that makes any sense, which I wish I just focused on one more so when I was younger and I could have maybe taken it further. Yeah, so I'd love to have been a professional athlete. You never know, I mean, do you ever peak? Could still be an athlete. Yeah, I'd love to have been an athlete. Then it's moved to policewoman in more recent times. When I grow up right now, I'm trying to make it in the music business, so I've got new songs and stuff. I've got my own stuff, so I can't even talk about this because it makes me so... I don't want people thinking that I'm being like really vain and stuff, being like, oh, I'm a singer. Like, I'm not. I don't believe in myself at all, and that's something I'm trying to work on. But I want to be in the music industry. I'm writing my own stuff. It's coming soon. I'm writing and recording right now, so stay tuned for that. Hi, I love you so much. Love you too. Where do you shop? I love your style. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, my style is quite unique, I'd say. I like to experiment with a lot of different stuff. The real book's out the door for fashion with me, and when I was about 13 or 14, someone said to me on an online forum thing that I have 0% style. So that really played on my mind for a long time, especially because I really liked fashion and clothes and stuff. And in the more recent years, although it's something that still plays on my mind, even though I was a stupid little teenage girl that's probably said it to me, I've tried to just put that to the back of my mind and say, you know what? Who's a style guru? Who's to say that anyone has 0% style? Because everyone has style. Just everyone has a different style. I could say I really like that top, but someone else goes, no, I don't like that top. Doesn't mean that person doesn't have style. They just have their own style. That's how I look at it. Thank you for saying you like my style. I shop at many different places. I love ASOS, that's like one of my number one. I've got an ASOS parcel coming in a couple of days, whoop whoop. I love Urban Outfitters as well when I can afford it. I also love going to vintage shops. There's a shop in Glasgow called Mr. Ben, if anyone knows of it, or shops in Glasgow, which is really cool. A lot of vintage stuff. You just get stuff in vintage shops that you wouldn't find anywhere else, and I like a lot of timeless kind of styles and genres. To be honest, I could really shop anywhere. I like buying a lot of men's clothes because you don't find the same kind of cool stuff that you get for women's clothes, if that makes any sense. I like the kind of baggy style, whereas a lot of women's stuff it's like tight fitting, which is fine. A lot of women obviously like tight fitting stuff, but personally I don't like tight fitting things. So I like the kind of style of like a guy's t-shirt, so I'll buy a lot of guys t-shirts. Yeah, I could go into a supermarket and buy an outfit, you know. I'm not really a fashion snob. Like I could shop anywhere or shop in Primark. That's probably about it. The odd time I'll shop like somewhere that I've never really shopped before. I do like to try different places, but then sometimes you get products and you're like, oh, what's that worth my money? I'm not gonna say where those places are. But yeah, my main ones kind of ASOS, Urban Outfitters, vintage shops, and Primark. Yay! Show us your guitar collection. Well, I own 4 guitars and 5 ukuleles, so I'll show you all of them in order of when I got them. This is my very first ukulele. This is the one I bought myself for 20 quid. A little music shop. A little soprano one. Yeah, this is what I used to play all the time, and now I barely play it because I've got all the other ones, but that's my first one. So I bought that in maybe like the May of 2014, and then by Christmas I was like, I want like a proper banging one that just is amazing. So I got this for my Christmas. It's a Fender. Woo! Yeah, and it's literally, it sings like an angel, really. Yeah, love that one. I then became really just obsessed with like all the different kind of ukuleles you can get, and because deep down inside I was just obsessed with music and I didn't really realise, I started to experiment with different kind of ukuleles, and I saw this one. I got this from Germany. I've never been to Germany, but I got this shipped over from Germany, and it's really awesome. This little ukulele here is electric. So that is the main reason I wanted this, because I was like, I want to play electric. Yeah, so I had really, as a soprano again, so I had a lot of fun playing with this when I first got it. Then for Christmas I wanted an acoustic one that could plug in as well, like an electroacoustic, so I got this for my Christmas after, which is really cool. Plugs in and it's got some wee tuner on it as well. I use this a lot for in videos and stuff, so it's really awesome. Then for my birthday, which is like a month later, I then got this. This is a really cool one. It's like a little Telecaster, really awesome. I don't play with it a lot. Oh, it's really out of tune. Yeah, I do want to get into more playing it, and trying to get it into a few videos. But it's really cool to play because it's steel strings, so it's a steel string ukulele. It's really awesome. Then for my birthday after that, I got my first guitar. So mum and dad picked this really cool one out. You've probably seen it in, I think I used this one in, what video was it? Oh, it was my Bob Dylan video. I think you've seen this one in my Times Are Changing Bob Dylan video. It's really cool. It's an Epiphone Les Paul, a wee vintage edition there. An actual like solid wooden body. Really nice. A really nice sound. Kind of vintage sound it gives out, which I really like. Because I was playing on an electric guitar, which I did love, I wanted to try out an acoustic. So I just bought my own little acoustic one. I got it for 100 quid out of my local music shop. Yeah, so I got this. So this is my start off acoustic. Yeah, it's really nice guitar. A good little kind of start up as well. I like a kind of smaller body that you get with like Martin guitars and stuff that Ed Sheeran plays. It's a small body, which is really good, because like having to be like so this one's perfect. So yeah, that is my first acoustic. So I bought that when I was about 19 or 20, and then so it was my 21st birthday and my mum and dad bought me this absolute dream come true. I couldn't believe they actually bought this for me, so super grateful. But it's just a masterpiece. You've probably seen it in my other videos. This is what I call my Elvis Presley guitar. This is like the same one that Elvis uses. Breaking it again. And Epiphone. There we go. Nice like sunburn orange or whatever you call it. Breaking it now. But yeah, it's literally like a dream come true getting this. It sounds amazing. Plug it in as well, electroacoustic. I just love it. I love playing it. Yeah, really nice guitar. This is my most recent acoustic one and I love it. So, which brings me to my final one, promise. And so it was my birthday a couple of months ago, so it's been a wee while since I actually got a new guitar, and my lovely boyfriend bought me this guitar, and it is it's out of this world. It's everything I could ever dream of. I've got quite, I mean, I don't know, I wouldn't really put like a kind of genre on what kind of music I do play. I would say I'm quite a mixture, but I do like a kind of folky, acoustic-y kind of sound, and this is perfect for it. So it's a little Squire Telecaster, and it's just amazing. It's got hollow body here, which gives it a really nice sound. So yeah, it's just unreal. I used it in my last video and it's going to be used in many more videos to come. So what's good about this as well, because it's the electric acoustic and it's got the hollow body here, you can play it. It sounds pretty decent without plugging it in. Needs a wee tune, but yeah, and it sounds amazing hooked up as well to an amp. So it is amazing. This is my most recent and yeah, I love it. So that is today's video. Hopefully I've answered all these questions to the best of my ability and to how you expected me to, and you got the answers you were looking for. If you like this video, give it a wee thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And if you liked me answering these questions, just hit me up with more questions if you want another video like this. Tell me in the comments and I will try and do another one. So loads more videos to come. I know I'm terrible with uploading and getting a schedule and stuff. I'm trying to get a schedule together. Is there any days that you would prefer to have videos? Tell me. Hit me up in the comments again below. Any days you like a video, and I will try and get those to you then. I've got so much more to come. Quite a few interesting and cool ones, so stay tuned for that. I'm also on social media on Instagram and Twitter at lindsbrown. Try to put you. And I just hope you all stay safe, stay at home, and we will get through this COVID-19 together with watching YouTube videos. So that's all I have to say today. So thank you for watching. Au revoir.